got great news. We just got our signs in and we're ready to start advertising that this place is open for business.
Let's have you that I saw it. That's one way.
Very nice.
Yep. Okay, you're ripping it open like that. I had my knife out, right? But, woo!
What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I love it. I love it.
All right, so it only took us like 5 days to get these signs, which is crazy. Got them off signs.com. And I think they look pretty good.
Yeah, I love them. Pretty freaking cool.
No. The only problem is we're missing like the big sign that's supposed to go on the big sign out front. We only got the yard sign. So my idea with the yard signs, I got 10 yard signs made up, one for the front of the lot, but then also I'm going to spread them out through the town and through pretty much everywhere else. But we're missing the vinyl. Do
you want to stick the little ones in the ground
Not yet. We will. Definitely.
today or?
Probably tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
You got it. We're all secure. So now we're going to go to Lowe's and purchase some paint. So we need to paint the building. So we actually, we went to Lowe's, talked to the Lowe's expert, and then I called my cousin, who's also a professional commercial painter, and he goes, no, don't get that, get this. So utterly saved us probably almost $300 in paint just by taking a professional's necessary information and not relying upon the generic clerks in Lowe's. Nothing against Lowe's. They have an incentive. My incentive is to save money and get the job done. Isn't that like Home Depot's like theme song? Get the job done. So today's vlog absolutely fizzled out of existence, and it was because of a couple reasons. One, I went for a run. I'm training for this ultra marathon that I've decided to run at the end of December, and it's one of those things that like I had to get up off my ass and start running daily. So today was my long run day. I ran a half marathon, and it just took up a lot of time. I mean, by the time I edited yesterday's vlog and went for my run, it was like 4 o'clock before I started even filming, and you saw a little bit of that, and we're gonna cut to some of that. But I didn't forget. It just wasn't really content daily vlog worthy, so I just didn't record it. But I thought to answer a couple questions that I get all the time in regards to investing in self-storage. So here's a couple questions that I get all the time. And the number one question I get is, where do I find deals? And there's really 3 places where I find deals: the internet, other people, and just pure hustle. Number 1, the internet. Places like Crexy, LootNet, and local real estate offices' websites. Things like, Joe Blow's realtor office, and he's got a property listed. They usually deal with like residential, but they've got a friend or a buddy or a relative that's trying to get rid of a property, and they come to them to list their property. So things like Crexy and LootNet are relatively the same. It's a huge marketplace where commercial real estate lives. That's where most of the time the professional commercial real estate agents list their properties. They're really easy. You can download them. They've got like apps. You can use their web browsers. They're really good. You can filter it for self-storage specifically. But the third one, the local real estate agents, that's where you got to get in the nitty-gritty and really find a location, and it takes a little bit longer, but usually that's where you can find some really good deals. The next one is simple. It's just people, okay? And I'm not talking about like people in the sense of like your buddies, but that too. If you're in the market, if you're looking to invest in a particular asset class like self-storage, start asking your friends. Good golly, you never really know until you ask and you put it out there in the world. But most importantly, ask your Facebook friends. I'm talking about the friends that you were friends with in junior high or in kindergarten or high school or college or whatever. Ask those people. Get on your Facebook groups and figure out who's selling the storage facilities. Find the actual Facebook group, the self-storage off-market Facebook group. And then last and final place is Facebook Marketplace. 10 years ago, I would have told you Craigslist. But to be honest with you, Facebook Marketplace has probably replaced Craigslist. You would be shocked on how many storage facilities are listed for sale on Facebook Marketplace. All you got to type in is self-storage, mini storage for sale, and listings will pop up. But most importantly, the listings of facilities that are actually trying to rent out units, those are people who possibly might want to sell their facility, and you can contact them also. Now the third one is probably my favorite. It's get up off your ass, okay? It's simple. Drive around. Get in the car, go for a run, and just look. Use the 2 eyes or 1 eye or no eyes, and go find those storage facilities. You would be shocked on how many people who have inherited storage facilities that just want to get rid of them. I've driven past many non-operation storage facilities, and I have found the owner and said, hey, do you want to sell it? Every time we take a road trip, every time I'm on my way to our storage facility, no matter where we're at in the country, probably not California or New York, I call those facilities. I call facilities just driving by. Just simply, hey, I'm Justin with Cardinelli Capital. Would you ever consider selling your property? And you know what? I've gotten 0 yeses, but I've gotten a lot of great conversations out of these people. They've given me tips, tricks, things that they do to make themselves more revenue. I actually got a huge piece of advice from one investor who is literally has a storage facility 15 minutes away from my facility. He said, you know what the biggest revenue is? Not storage. It's the highway frontage property. I literally sell advertisements in front of my property, and I make anywhere from $500 to $1,200 a month selling ads. And I go, light bulb, ding. How do I get that? How do I do that? How do I increase my revenue every single year with only having to sell an ad? That's just easy. But if you can't get in your car, if you're 16 years old or you are incapable of driving, maybe you don't have a car, one of the coolest places is Google Earth. Oh my gosh, find a city where you think you could invest. Get on Google Earth and start finding storage facilities. If you can't find them, I'll give you a little tip. They're big rectangles, okay? They don't make storage facilities in circles, all right? Those are crop circles. The aliens aren't there storing their spacecraft. Listen, they're big giant rectangles. And you know what's also a big rectangle? Chicken farms. I've called a bunch of chicken farms before. Hey, do you want to sell your storage facility? They're like, this is a chicken farm, dumbass. Anyways, it takes some experience, it takes some reps, but Google Earth, to me, has been one of the best tools I've discovered in trying to find the next market. You really get that 30,000 foot elevated, balloon animal type look at the city, and you're able to actually find facilities. And you know what's great about Google Earth? Usually you could just drop that little person down on the street, you get a street view, and holy moly, the contact information is there. I've literally collected hundreds of phone numbers to storage facilities by simply putting that little person on the ground to take a look at the storage facilities. It's an absolute genius way, but one of the best ways that I've ever found is simply looking every day, checking the Facebook groups, checking Crexy, checking LoopNet, checking Facebook Marketplace, and just calling facilities when I see one I think that would fit my criteria for storage facilities. The two facilities that I've obtained in the last couple years, one was on LoopNet. It was a foreclosure that they had only listed for literally like a day or two, and it needed to be sold immediately. The second one was literally a Facebook Marketplace listing, and it was so just out of the normal. But when you're searching for things like this, somehow God, the world, energy, you attract that kind of stuff, and you start looking through those things, and you will start analyzing more deals. And maybe I'll do a video on how to analyze an actual storage facility. I think that would be a good one. But I just wanted to dive in today and really give you an idea on how I look for storage facilities. One of the tasks that I have every single day is literally jumping on my phone, getting in the car, and just being observant. Checking Crexy, LoopNet, Facebook every single day. Because a great deal's out there. It's just a matter if you're going to be able to capture that deal when it pops up. Both times I've gotten my storage facilities, it was because I was on the hunt. When I took my foot off the gas, I missed a great opportunity. One of my very first daily vlogs here in this last couple weeks was a deal I would have bought, but I was literally a day late. That's it. I was a day late. And unless this current buyer backs out for some dumb reason, I don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity to buy the facility. So don't take your foot off the gas. And until tomorrow, make sure you like and subscribe to get more self-storage facility content. We're going to be wrapping up this rebrand of this storage facility here in the next week or so. And then we're going to be on traveling, fixing up rental properties, and trying to live life like there's no tomorrow. So till tomorrow, we'll see you then. Cheers.